So one of the craziest, most anxious evenings I've had for van life yet, other than losing my dog. I get to Planet Fitness and I go in and I work out, and I'm in the locker room getting ready to shower, and they have shower stalls and then stalls next to them where you can just like get dressed and get ready. And I'm digging through my bag like ready to hop in the shower, and this woman comes out of one of the rooms to get ready, and she's wearing like jeans and business shoes, like nothing to be wearing in the gym. And she starts talking about how she's living out of her car and starts asking me questions, and I think that she's gonna ask me for money. So I'm like, I'm also living out of my car, and I make myself sound more like I'm like homeless than doing the van life thing. But I happen to say that I have dogs, and she's like, oh, how do you fit dogs in your small car? And I'm like, oh, I actually have a van. And then I'm immediately like, oh, why did I say that? So now she knows which vehicle is mine because she knows it's a van with 2 dogs. It's pretty much narrowed it down. And she keeps on asking me questions like, where are you going to sleep? Or where are you sleeping out here? And I just am like, oh, I don't know. I just got here, so I'm still figuring that out because I'm not about to tell her. And she keeps asking me all these questions, and I'm like trying to be really vague and also trying to get in the shower. And I'm finally like, hey, sorry, I got to get in the shower. I can't leave my dogs out there for too long. It's cold. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay. And she's made me uncomfortable, so I'm kind of like bringing my bag into the shower with me. And she's like, oh, you should use one of these other locker like rooms and set your bag in there while you're showering and just claim it. Like she's telling me to go put my bag in a different locker little room thing. And I'm like, oh no, I'm good. Like clearly she's going to probably try and steal something from it, or she's just being nice. I don't know. So I'm like, I put my bag right on the edge of my shower stall with like the curtain still open. So people can see me naked, but I could see my bag, and that's all that mattered. And then as I'm in the shower, I'm thinking just all the questions she asked me just were really giving me red flags, and they were making me anxious. And the whole time I'm in the shower, she doesn't move. She stays in that room, isn't changing, isn't working out, isn't showering, just fully dressed in like jeans. And she did mention that she was cold and using all of her gas to like stay warm. So she could have just been hanging out there in there to be warm. But just all of it made me feel really weird. And so I FaceTime my best friend when I get out, and I'm talking to Mallory, and I'm like, this is making me feel weird, like when I'm out of the locker room but still in Planet Fitness. And I'm like, I'm just going to FaceTime you while I walk to my van. And she's like, you should leave. You should drive somewhere else, like at least a half an hour or an hour away in case someone's following you or whatever. You should just leave. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm going to leave. And I go to get in my car and start my van, and my van won't start. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So now it's 10:30 at night. My van won't start. I've gotten the creeps from someone. I'm like, did somebody do something to my van? I'm sitting here on the phone with Mallory, who's watched way too many murder episodes, and she's like, give me full description of this woman. I need to know every detail. And I'm like getting panicked, and I have a jump box to jump my van, but I'm like, I don't want to get out if that's immediately what someone's trying to do, is if they unhook something so that I'll get out and then they grab me and I'm dead. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm sitting in my van for like 30 minutes, probably still on the phone the whole time, FaceTime. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my jump box that I can use to jump my van, which is dead, by the way, because I use it to charge my phone like an idiot. And I had to go in Planet Fitness and charge it so that maybe I can jump my van and like ask someone to come out with me when I do it. And go back into Planet Fitness for an hour, and it charges like 15%. And it's now like 11:30, almost midnight. And there's no one in the gym to like ask to jump my van. But the one thing I did think about while I was in Planet Fitness charging my jump box is my dogs. I left my dogs underneath blankets curled up on the bed, and if someone had done something to my van, even touches my van, they would have freaked out, jumped up, and barked. And when I got back to leave, they were in the exact same position, still covered up with blankets. So I had realized, okay, probably someone did do something to my van. It's just a really big coincidence. It's really late. It's probably just best if I just go to sleep. So I go back out to my van. I've got my GPS tracker with the SOS button like in my hand, my pepper spray, my knife, my phone on FaceTime. And I like FaceTimed in my van like before I went to bed for another 2 hours, my other best friend, so that I had someone visually on the phone if something were to happen. And I finally went to sleep, got back up at 7 o'clock this morning, A-okay. And got somebody to help me jump my van now this morning. So I am safe, and my van is jumped and running, and now I'm just going to drive it around for an hour and hope it starts again when I do go to park it. But yeah, a lot of stress.